Hi everyone, like all my videos I will get to the point in first 30 seconds. In this video I'm going to talk about my invitation to American Express Centurion card, also known as American Express Black card. I will tell you how I received the call, what question they asked me, and how I got approved for the card. So stay tuned to watch the whole video. Thank you. So the call came from American Express. The gentleman on the other side told me that he's calling me from American Express Centurion card, and he's formally inviting me to apply for American Express Centurion card. So he told me that it will take 20 minutes for the whole process to happen. He explained me all the benefits. He told me that I will receive a membership manager who will actually call me and welcome me to American Express Centurion and also go over all the benefits. He told me about American Express Centurion Experiences, and that I will receive American Express Delta Platinum membership. He told me about some other events that are only available to American Express Centurion members, their invitation only, or their American Express Centurion Experiences. He also told me about Saks Fifth Avenue, 1,000 credit. He told me about Equinox membership, and then he told me that it's a digital version and in person. But he left out so many different things. I think he went over only the things that he thought will mean something to me, because the Equinox membership, if you include the monthly and the initial fees, is up to $4,100. And then $1,000 credit for Saks Fifth Avenue, that makes it $5,000. Just right away, it covers the whole first year of membership. So then he mentioned that it will be 10,000 initial fees and 5,000 per year for keeping this card. And he asked me if I want to still continue after hearing 15,000 initial fees to apply for the card. So I told him, yes, I want to continue. Then he told me that I can add 2 more members. Each member will be 5,000 more dollar per year, and I can have up to 2 of them. And each member will receive all the benefits. So they will receive the Equinox, they will receive the Delta Platinum, they will receive the Saks Fifth Avenue, which I think is very good because every member will get the same benefit like the original member. Then he told me about pay over time, which was really odd because he talked about everything that was not available to other American Express members, but then he mentioned that I will also get pay over time, and he told me that I can have these amounts be paid over time, which is available to all the members. But I never paid any type of interest on any of American Express cards. I always pay the full amount. So I'm not really sure why he mentioned that. In this call, he basically told me that so he told me it will take me 20 minutes, but it took us around 25 minutes. He explained all the benefits. Once he told me all the benefits, then he asked me, like, is it okay if I go ahead and fill out this application for you? And once we send out the application, we will receive the answer right away. He asked me all the main questions that you usually have to answer when you're filling out any type of application. What do you do? What do you do? How much money you make? And where you work, and all so on. One of the things that was really different was he asked me how much assets I have, total assets. He told me, please include your equity in your house, other real property that you have, any type of cars, trucks, anything that you own, and there's no mortgage involved, or if there's a mortgage, subtract that from the amount, and tell me the whole assets you have, all the asset related, include stocks, bonds, 401k. So after, he mentioned all those things, I had to take a minute, put on all those assets together and gave him that number. And basically he told me that's like one of the most important questions. So if someone is getting Centurion invitation, just be ready to answer that question, because if your assets are not what they're looking for, they could deny you just based on that fact. I didn't think that was important because, reading all these different blogs, Flyer Talk, and other people who make these videos, they always mention it's just the spend and how you spend your money. So like if you're traveling a lot, if you're staying nice resort, like those things really help you get the invitation, but you still have to spend 250,000. That's what a lot of people mention. But I spend so much more. I think I spend 2 times more sometime in each year before I got the invitation. I don't have the exact numbers, but I will make another video and I'll talk about exact numbers. So I have been American Express member from 2014. That's when I opened my first American Express business card. I didn't open any personal cards until 2017. I think that's when I had my first American Express card. So the invitation was very quick. He went over all the benefits. He went over the application process. He, filled out the application for me. After getting how much money I make and how much are my assets, he sent the application. I received an email right away telling me that I have been approved for Centurion. So it was so quick that when he told me that he's sending it now, in 1 second, I received that email. I think they were not going to deny me after they had all the information, because I think they went through multiple things before they actually made me, make that invitation for me. So I think they already knew, how much I make and how many other things I am spending money on, but they did not know my assets, and I think that was the only big question that they really wanted to know. And then I received the email saying that I have been approved, and then the gentleman on the other side said, he came back after maybe like a minute, and then he told me, yes, you are approved. I don't know what he was doing, because I received the email telling me that I have been approved for American Centurion before he came back. So the process was very simple. It really took us 25 minutes, even though he went over some benefits. He left out so many benefits, because I'm finding out these benefits that are like so much more than what he told me. Even the first call that I received from the executive member, executive manager, I think they are called. She called me and she told me all the different benefits that are available to me. Even she left out some benefits. I think sometimes they think that we're going to use certain things more. So for example, Equinox, Delta, Platinum, and Saks Fifth Avenue. They only mention those, and then they mention like other benefits that you get from concierge service, what concierge can do for you, and so on. But they left out a lot of other benefits. So I did receive another PDF file that had all these different benefits listed, and then I also went on my American Express Centurion benefit page where all these other benefits were listed. And it was really funny how some of the benefits are listed in one place, but they're not listed in another place. So I'm not really sure why that is the case. But all of them are available to us, the Centurion members, and I have used some of those that I saw on the PDF file and didn't see them on the benefit page, but they are still available because I'm using them now. So that's the video related to how I got my invite and how the process and the application went. I do want to mention one thing. I think there's so much misinformation and so much information that is not true related to Centurion card. Like for example, a YouTuber mentioned in a podcast that when he was invited for Centurion card, a real person brought the actual card to him and served him in person, which is 100% a lie, at least not recently, because I have other friends who did receive the card and they all received it how I received it, in mail. My card came in UPS mail, which I was not really happy about, but it is what it is. So I think there's a lot of misinformation because some of these YouTubers and other people who just want to be cool, they're making up stuff about Centurion, making it seem even more exclusive than it really needs to be. It is harder to get. It's not like platinum. It's hard to get that card. But in my channel, I want to talk about all Centurion things. I want to tell you everything about Centurion. I will be making another video where I will talk about all the benefits for a Centurion member. I will also be talking about what cards I had, how much I spent on them before I got the invitation. But today I just wanted to talk about my invitation and how it was very different than other people. I know there are other members who used to receive a written letter from American Express stating that they have been formally invited and please go ahead either online or call us to fill out this application to apply for it. And I know someone who actually applied and got rejected because their score was low, because they had a really high ratio from what they actually were spending on. So their debt to income ratio is really high. So they got denied, and then they had to work with Centurion to improve their score and then had them run the credit card again, and he was able to get approved after that. I didn't receive any letter, I didn't receive a box, I didn't receive any type of invitation in mail or otherwise in email. I think people are getting some invitations in emails. It was a call took 25 minutes. I received my card within 24 hours. The call was around afternoon. The next morning, early in the morning, I had my American Express Centurion card with me. So this is a video about my invite. Please subscribe and like this video. I will be making more videos about Centurion and other credit cards. I will share my experience using these different cards. I will also be making a video about how many points I have and how I was able to earn those points. I think, earning points and spending them properly is really, really important, because you can get so much value out of these points. And I've talked about that in my other videos. Please go check out those videos. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.